Hey everybody, and welcome back. In the last lesson, we went ahead and populated our timeline to create a roughly 50-second and a frame segment. And if we look through here and hit the space bar, we're gonna see all of the magical elements happen. So here we go, going through, seeing some amazing clips, kind of very cinematic, slow motion, great stock footage here, clipping through everything. But we want to add another step to it. So I want to add some dynamic transitions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move away from my project panel and I'm going to look for my effects panel. Remember, I'm in the essential workspace, but if you do not see your effect panel, it's right here on your timeline under window effects. And this panel will allow you to add effects to specific clips. So I'm going to find the video transitions folder and the dissolve folder, and we're going to use a cross dissolve. Now I want to put a cross dissolve in a few different places. I want a hard cut at the water clip, but between clips 2 and 3, I'm going to left click on my cross dissolve, and I want to hold that left mouse button down, and notice the icons I get. If I get this one with the yellow bar on the left, that means it's going to only put it on clip 3. If I get this one with the yellow bar on the right, it's going to only put it on clip 2. So I want to try to get as close to possible as I can in the middle of the two clips so that yellow bar is in the middle, and then let go. And now we get a great cross dissolve. This can be selected and stretched out. You can shrink it by holding your left mouse button. This is just creating that dissolve clip. And if for any reason you add this to a clip and it doesn't put it in the middle, let's do that. Let's say we add it here, and I'll click and drag. There it goes. Give it a second. And it only adds it to the side. Do not worry. What you're going to do here is click on the box, go over and look for your effect controls, because remember, these are the effects, these are the effect controls, and find the word alignment. Click on that, do middle of cut, and now you're going to have a really lovely transition. So as you can see here, we're going to just keep adding dissolves. We're not going for anything, and we'll do the center of cut here. We're not going for anything terribly fancy right here. We're just looking for, again, a cinematic view. And as you can see, sometimes it just does not want to go in the middle of a cut. So I'll center that. Just keep going through all of my different clips. And just having that window up just in case. And here we'll do a hard cut between 7 and 8. And we'll do a nice blend here. Now, if you don't want to use cross dissolve, let's do a different one. Let's do a film dissolve instead. If I take the film dissolve, it's just going to give me a little different timed paced cut. So if I center that, there we go. Do a couple more film dissolves here near the end between 9 and 10. And we'll do center of cut. And I'm going to just stretch my timeline out a little bit. It will stretch based off of where your time indicator is. So once again, if you can't get it in the middle, and sometimes it doesn't like you, we can just do this. Now notice here I have kind of this overlaid element here. So if I just put a cross dissolve on that first clip at the top, you're going to get both of them together, which is a really kind of cool effect here. It's just going to linger ever so slightly. And then the final clip, we're going to want to add a little cross dissolve at the end just to fade it. And then we'll put a cross dissolve on her. So the reason I have this gap is because I want it to kind of fade to black and fade up from black in a sense to get it to look really great. And we get to the end, we're going to go to that old dip to black, drag it, drop it, and if I can get it, there we go. There you have it, a little cinematic fade to black. All right, that's it for this lesson. We're keeping things easy. Go back through, look at where I dropped the different types of dissolves and the different types of transitions. And in the next lesson, we're going to take this even further and start thinking about how to add some cinematic flair using adjustment.